Welcome to Neo6502 Television, where today we're going to play all of the games we are going to play today. Welcome everybody, Loserbum back on your screen with some low-file, single-take, single-board computer 8-bit retro content. And we're talking about an important newsflash. We interrupt your regularly Sunday procrastination to bring you some breaking news. So, as you know from the last video, the 6502 is a very cheap computer, €30 single-board machine, which runs a 6502 processor, and in the last video I showed how to make that work and how to play a few games, and that was already very impressive what you got out of this absolutely minimalist machine. Well, I was hit up on the old Discord by a gentleman called Snake, pillar of the community in our single board computer world, saying, hey, try this. So it's a different UF2 image. UF2 are the images you flash via USB to the Raspberry Pi 2040, which is in here. See the previous video how to do that. Then you copy a file to a USB stick, and here comes the trick. You connect a USB hub. You no longer put the USB keyboard straight into the Neo. You put a USB hub in between, connect the keyboard to that, and connect the USB stick to that, right? So that you can have multiple USBs. So, well, Mr. Snake is a fine, upstanding gentleman, so I said, let's go and do that. And we will point over at the device. You can see it down here, ratty. It's a ratty USB. It might even be a USB 1. It's a powered one, but it's actually not plugged into the power. There's a Neo back there. Crappy keyboard, crappy old 22-inch screen. We power up the thing, and we get those cool sounds. Can you hear it? Come on. Ah, yeah, that's a spiky beep. Ta-da! Total replay. Look at that. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't do it justice. I want to say the colors are even better than last time. And then you just start typing, right? So, yep, if I type Droll, then I have Droll on here as a game, right? I showed that one, and it just launches. I think the colors actually on this monitor look better than they did when I last played this. And it's absolutely all there. You can do all the thing. I've got that special reset button on F12. Again, see previous video. Super comfortable. I think I saw a chop lifter there. Did I see Choplifter? No, but we have we have all the games here anyway. There's a ton of games, and it's a much better interface. There's many more games on the previous one. It's like mind blown. Okay, so let's go back to the other place and see what happened next, because this is kind of cool, already worth the video, but here is where stuff gets actually interesting, because on this total replay, there's quite a lot of games, but in the intro, I promised you all the games we will play, all the games we will play. Well, almost a small detail. So I went and searched. This total replay isn't something that Snake or the community made. And by the way, the community is Paul Robertson, Sasha Schneider. There's, I'm sure, another many people who deserve shout outs. I need to do more research, but they are working on the Apple II emulator for the Neo single board computer. This total replay is something which people, a different group of people, have been working on for years, and you download it on archive.org. So I was quite impressed with the selection of games, and then I went and looked for the favorite ones from back then, and I went on winter games, and it wasn't there. It wasn't included in this particular issue. So I went and I did my own research on the internet, careful, right? And I simply Googled total replay winter games, and it pointed me at this thing. There is a Total Replay 2, which they're calling Instant Replay, which has more sports-oriented games. So I'm going to show you just the process of discovery, because it's a little bit interesting. Whoops, I've lost my USB extender. There it is. So I just unplugged that USB stick. I'm going to connect it into the machine here. Get the beep, please. There we are. An Explorer. Yep, here it is. And the first thing I did... Oh, come on now. Yeah, this USB stick's a little bit temperamental for some reason. Come on, mate. You can do this. I hate it when he's like that. Sorry, unplug him again. Plug him back in. There he is. So all I did was deleted the total replay. Yep, and I went into my downloads, or I have it here, Total Replay 2. These file HDV are hard drive images, and they're always exactly 32 megabytes long. There you can see how old and crummy this stick is from the write speed. This is an old stick. And it's always exactly 32 megs because it's an image of an Apple II hard drive. Like 32 was the biggest hard drive could ever conceivably be in the Apple II days. So did that, plug the stick back into the single board computer, flip over there. I hear the beep. Yep. And it gets to here. And if I try anything here, like catalog or something, it just ends. It doesn't wind up. So something's not quite working. And then in the spirit of brute forcing, what I did then was took it out again, put the USB stick back on the PC. There it comes. Oop, go back here. And there, the trick, what I did is I took this file, Total Replay 2, and renamed it to exactly the file name which was in the original instructions. By the way, I will be posting the UF2 file and the Total Replay on my GitHub or something somewhere in the next couple of days, because I believe the actual emulator will be evolving. So if you want to reproduce exactly this, check those files instead, but I will be linking to Paul Robertson's original GitHub because that's where all the stuff is happening. So this is Total Replay 2 simply renamed into the file name which the emulator knows. So I take that, go to my USB stick, write that up, and it's getting there and slow. All right, it's there. Delete the old one, which didn't work. We're good. Unplug, put back into the hub, and power up the Neo again with that beautiful sound. Come on, there it is. Instant Replay 2. So simply by the trick of renaming the file, right, we fooled this particular Apple emulator into opening that one. And if we want to start going there, Winter Games, we have the old Winter Games, and it kind of works, right? It's yeah, it's as slow as a thing because they always had to have their little intro thing. Let's see, practice one event, hot dog. Come on, you can do it. So slide shade, as I said, that's my monitor, I think, which is crap here. Up, up. Hey, we landed a double black flip for a 7.8, and as opposed, maybe it's subjective, but compared to the last time we played with this, the keyboard is even less sluggish. It feels, to me at least subjectively, as good or as bad as playing an actual Apple back then was. So let's go over here. So I just showed you though, Total Replay, I'll link all of these. It's got winter games, it's got summer games, it's got California games, it's got world games, it's got racing, it's got all kinds of stuff, and most of it works. Now, because here at Loserbum Technologies, we always push the envelope, I went on looking actually for some other games, specifically Ultima, right? Because it was neither in the Total Replay nor the Instant Replay. I stumbled across this particular repository. Again, link in the description below. And if we go all the way down to you, there's Ultimate 3.4 thing, but it's a PO file. So before the HDV files are 32 megabit hard drive images, this is an 800 kilobyte, a sort of double density, I guess, ProDOS image, but it's a PO file. Well, guess what I did? I will demonstrate, right? I took, let me just hop. Open a hem, and we go there. I took the Ultima 4 ProDOS yada yada .po and renamed it again to the same Total Replay .hdv, right? So I'm renaming a PO file into an HDV. Should never work, right? No, how can this work? Let me see. As I said, this USB stick is not a very happy camper. Out and back in. I need to get a better one. Come on. Ah, it's coming. It's coming. Nope. Ooh la la. I think this bugger is broken, eh? What's up with you? Come on. I really want to demonstrate this. Yeah, blow on the cartridge. Maybe that'll help. There he is, 2 gigs. So delete the old total replay. Now I'm going to paste the file which I just had, which is the renamed Ultima. Note the 800 kilobytes. I unplug it from here. Maybe I should just eject it and he would complain. He wouldn't complain as much. Plug it back into the USB hub. Fire up the Neo. And here we are. Is it going to go beep? Is it going to go beep? Ta-da! Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar, Law British. It's right there. Return to the view node number J, Journey Onwards. And you're there, and the save game, which I found, actually has a well-loaded party already with lots of gold, and you've already picked up 5 members, so that's kind of nice if that's what you want. So even Ultima works. Now the saving, not quite sure, whatnot. So last one for today, right? Because I just had fun. I'm literally sharing with you the steps which I took over the last couple of, well, yesterday evening, mucking about for a couple of hours. So plugging this guy in, and we have, what could this be? No, WC is not Wing Commander. I don't think Wing Commander existed for the thing. 2 gigs. Oh, is he doing? Huh? Okay. Have to. Come on, you can do it. Definitely need a better USB stick. Other than this, video is getting a bit long. But come on, did I promise too much? Is it all the games, or is it all the games? Come on there. Last one, just one more, baby. Give me the bleep. There he is. So another one which I previously renamed, and here he is. Again, the only trick is you got to just copy that name, descriptions, link and all of that in the description below. The final unplugging, replugging, go over to the other machine, and ta-da-da. This is something for the connoisseur of the Apple II. Yeah, this is something for the specialists. I think the winter games, the summer games, and Ultima and whatnot. Is it starting? Castle Wolfenstein, the old 2D Castle Wolfenstein, which was the inspiration for Wolfenstein 3D, which led in a direct, if somewhat long line to Doom, and is writing disk file, and it's unfortunately really slow, but yeah, this feels in place. I'm just going to try and see. But yeah, anyway, you can walk around and kill Nazis. That's all you need to know about Castle Wolfenstein. With a name like that, what else could it be? So that was it. That was what I want to show today. And the reason why I say all the games is that this repository where I found Wolfenstein and Ultima has 578 files in them. Now, I'm sure there's some duplicates, but it's like a metric ton of stuff in here for you to play, especially things which are, if you want stuff which is not in the mainstream of total replay and instant replay. I think that'll do today. I'll link as well again. Paul Robson, here's the GitHub. If I understand, he's the one who's doing that Apple II emulator. So thank you very, very much. Also, I know that Sasha's out there and other people. Keep up the good work, guys. There we go. We have other contributors, Jay Viscari and oh yep, Oliver Schmidt. Seen that name on the Discord before. So well done, guys. I have one request, since I might have your attention here. Please find a way to actually have 2 floppies. I know the emulator should support it. Maybe it's just alphabetical, or let's say it's always disk 1 and disk 2. That's the file name, and that you can do 2 floppies, because I still want to play Auto Duel, and Auto Duel will only work with 2 floppies, and you can't do a hard drive image. Auto Duel is the legend, but hey, that is like first world problems, isn't it? So yeah, 30 euros, all the games. You could almost imagine building something like Steam, a web application which does this and literally makes it easy for people. You curate your collection. It's like, oh, insert USB here. over-the-air updates. Yeah, as sort of Neo6502 has definitely grown in leaps and bounds in terms of gaming accessibility. All right, that's enough from me, Loserbum. You can find me on the Mastodon. You can find me on Blue Sky social media. It's been a pleasure doing this content. The excitement is genuine, and I look forward to seeing more and more of this stuff coming around. You are the internet. I'm Loserbum. You're about to waste a lot of time on old Apple II games and nostalgia, but that's a good thing. And I am out of here.